Rent a Girlfriend Season 2 Episode 6. And I think this episode review will be a little bit quicker than the usual ones for pretty straightforward reasons. And the reasons being that the plot or the main theme topic of the episode is pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward in the sense that the main episode revolves around them basically having a drink party, a drink after party, or a party of drinking with their friends. And that is basically what the focus of the episode is all about. We don't actually get to see other people besides Kazuya and Chizuru. They're basically the two main focus of the episode. And yeah, basically the episode revolves around them going to this party. Well, not necessarily in accordance, because of course Chizuru was actually going with their friends, and their friends actually invited the friends of Kazuya, and that's how they got into the party too. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how I didn't see this coming since the start of the episode, because it was obvious, it was pretty clear that somehow they were going to be in that reunion, in that party together. So yeah, yeah, that is basically what happened in the episode. They are trying, or mainly Kazuya is trying to not get Chizuru to get uncovered, to get found out, because nobody knows that the Chizuru, or the person that is actually with the glasses and very quiet, is actually Mizuhara. So I mean, Kazuya and Mitsuhara herself is trying to basically do anything possible to not get caught. So that is what happens when they are drinking. And it also shows in a way why Kazuya cares a lot about Mitsuhara, because he will do everything possible in order to not get her in trouble. And of course, Mizuhara noticed this at the end of not at the end, but throughout the whole episode, that Kazuya is trying to basically save her from not getting caught. And Kazuya gets wasted at the end of the episode, because by trying to save her, he's actually drinking and drinking and drinking a lot of beer. We actually got to see Mizuhara drink for the first time, because now she's actually 20 and she can drink. So yeah, we actually got to see her. It's actually also funny how they are not in a relationship, in an official relationship, but they still have to explain to each other what they are doing and who they are hanging with, and explaining uncommon situations, especially Kazuya, because he has to explain to to Mizuhara, to Chizuru, what really happened between him and Ruka, and that is actually really funny how they are not in a relationship, but even though they have to explain to each other basically what they are doing. So I mean, I guess you can call them in a sentimental relationship, but I don't know if they will actually accept that, or even if they know that, they won't actually come to terms with that or say it out loud. So yeah, it is actually funny how they have to basically, mostly Kazuya, like I said, explain his reasons or his misunderstandings to Chizuru. And of course, Chizuru also wants to know them. Of course, she acts tough, but she also wants to know them. And yeah, like I said, that is basically what happened in the episode. Not an episode that you can talk too much about. It is more of a, I don't know if you can call it filler episode, because at the end of the day, I mean, even though there is no external interaction from other people, for example, from Ami or Ruka or, Sumi, we still get to, advance the relationship between them too. So although it is an isolated episode, if you can call it like that, it is still advancing the series in the sense that it is advancing the relationship. So although it doesn't give us too much to talk about, I still wouldn't call it a not good episode or bad episode, because although it doesn't give us too much to talk about, too much to speculate about, too much to look forward into the next episode, it is still a chill down, sit down, watch episode, have a laugh here and there. So yeah, I mean, pretty good and straightforward episode. Let's see what the next episode brings us. I don't really like to talk about the next episode previews in my reviews of one episode that I'm doing. For example, in this episode review, that is why I never talk about, even if they have a preview. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about it, but let's see what the next episode brings us in. Let's see if this episode has any impact in future episodes. I doubt it, to be honest. Except for, the fact that they have advanced the relationship a little bit in this episode. I don't think anything will come out from this. Not that every episode needs to be that least, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, that is my review of this episode 6, already at the halfway point of the anime. although I don't know, you can call it halfway point because there are 13 episodes, but I mean basically it is. And I mean it has gone really fast, to be honest. I remember doing the first episode review and now we're in the 6th episode, so I don't know if there is going to be a third, fourth season or if this is the final season, but you know, whatever the case may be, I can say pretty straightforward that I am actually enjoying the anime as a whole. So yeah, I mean that is my basic review of the episode, of the 6th episode, and I guess I'll see y'all in the next episode review.